A wild man. Wild man.
Hola, Papi.
Hey, wild man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're looking good today.
Thank you. I appreciate.
But I'm not saying that you don't look good other days. But just today, you're looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna wear a lighter sweatshirt, but a lighter shirt, not a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler outside today, so
Yeah.
you dressed accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever notice? In high school, there was this health video, and it was warning people about the warning signs of depression.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, obviously, basically in the video, there was the guy who was suicidal. And, basically he lost interest in activities he was interested in. He's like, oh, who needs to work? Who needs to, who needs friends?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just lie in bed and I'm gonna touch the horizon. And like the friends who obviously liked him were saying, oh man, you're so deep. That's what I love about you. But to the viewer, it was pretty clear this guy was suicidal. And he's like, oh, nothing matters. I'm gonna give away all my possessions. And, sometimes, when somebody is depressed, people miss the warning signs and people miss, the obvious red flags. Do you have anything you would like to elaborate on regarding that?
Yeah, that's why it's important to have a good support system.
Mm-hmm.
And having a support system, to rely on a support system, to believe in them and to have them help you get over, not you, but a person to get over a situation that is tough on people. I mean, life isn't a series of all hellos and everything's good, but you have to get past the bad times.
No, I know some people say, obviously, when you're suffering from depression and lying in bed, I mean, some people aren't really sympathetic to it. They're like, oh, get tougher, go to mental health recovery groups. But sometimes all someone needs is a hug. They need a little empathy.
Mm-hmm.
They need a little, genuine warmth and comfort. And, hypothetically speaking, if something were to happen, to anybody for that matter, that's suffering from depression, some people are like, oh, how could this have happened? I didn't see any of the signs. It's like, sometimes, intervention, maybe people are willfully ignorant or maybe people, miss the signs, but sometimes people are struggling, sometimes people are suffering. And I mean, it can be frustrating when someone's suffering from depression, but maybe try showing some love, warmth, affection, and say, yeah, well, look, you can do it. You can go to recovery groups. You can get a job to get independent and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but on the other side of the coin, if you do have people who are trying to help,
right?
If there are people out there people who do love you because they're part of you and they want to see you be good, and if you ignore them or you put them down or you think that they're out to get you, there's really, that's kind of like where the gap is. You have to realize that there are people in your life that truly care about you, and you can't.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't just disregard those people.
That's true.
You got to listen to people, even like doctors. You got to listen to doctors. You got to listen to the people who care about
you.
And
if you can, overcome the sadness and depression by going to groups and meeting friends. I mean, obviously, I think obviously friendship and financial independence will obviously make people a lot happier. Success and having a life. For the first. I mean, I'm 38 and my life couldn't have gone worse, but.
Sure, it could have.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could be. I guess you could be in jail. You could be in the psychiatric hospital. You could be in I mean, it could always be worse.
But you could have medical problems too.
You could have a terminal cancer diagnosis. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could always be worse.
And you may not even have a family. You may not have people who love you.
You could be homeless. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, it could always be worse. But yeah. I mean, turn that frown upside down. And if you can't, look at, I got you, I got my mother and stepfather, and obviously, if I can, fight off the sadness myself, well, take medication, a mood stabilizing medication.
Yeah, and try it. The most important thing is, no one's saying, "Oh, this is what you have to." No, give it a chance. See if you need. I mean,
we're out of time. But I hear you. Yes, I mean, if you can't fight off the depression yourself, medication might be the answer, and that is what it is.